Hello to all the beautiful earth signs tuning in today for your It's Complicated reading and bringing your beautiful energy and positive vibes to soul embers. You guys are amazing and I appreciate the love and support you bring to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful and you stick around. So, it's complicated. You know, your love life, mixed messages, confusion. You don't quite know where you stand. What's the next best action for you to take? You're wondering whether you should chuck the towel in, and if you do, is it going to be a missed opportunity? Are they saying what they mean and will they do what they say? Frustration, indecisiveness, procrastination are all things you might be experiencing as a result of this it's complicated situation. So that's who this reading will resonate with. I will do individual readings for each of the earth signs, starting off with Taurus, and I will put a slide between each one so that you guys can easily navigate to your sign if that's something you would like to do. Now, as I was meditating on your energy and cleansing the cards, as an overall, the earth signs seem to be experiencing a time where things are in slow motion. I felt like the clock had started. I felt like I could hear a clock ticking, but it was going, the ticking sound was going slower and slower and slower. And then I saw a vision of, you know, something melting really, really slowly. And I think you've come to a point where there is this stagnation in general, overall in your life that's preventing you from getting to where you want to get to. It's causing a lot of frustration, I feel. There are a lot of barriers preventing you, whether you view them as being self-inflicted, whether you view them as being external, prohibiting you, or whether they're self-inflicted. And majority of the time they are, you know, self-sabotaging types of energies that we don't know how to remove, or we're not aware of them, and so we use them as a protection, basically. So that was the energy I was getting, but it's going to start shifting for you guys. I really do feel that it's come to the point where you no longer like the energy you're in, like you're over it. It's time for change, whatever. You're done with feeling the way you're feeling. So earth signs, that was the overall energy that I was getting for you as I was shuffling the cards. That ticking sound really, it slowed me down, you know, as I was meditating on your energy. So let's start off with Taurus. I'm going to turn the other two cards around and we're going to start off with Taurus. Why is this complicated, Taurus? What's going on here that is making this complicated? By the way, guys, everything you guys need to know about me and the channel's in the description box below, so check it out. For those of you that this reading does resonate and you feel that you're really connecting with it, feel free to reach out to me for a personal reading and we can dig deeper into some guidance on how you can work through that energy, right? Okay, so let's have a look and see. Why is this complicated for Taurus? What's going on here with Taurus that's making this situation complicated? What is it that they need to know? Okay, alone. And I'll hold that card up for you. You have disconnected from the universe and your intuition. Wow. I don't know, but that seems quite apt for the kind of reading that we're doing, right? Is this an element of I want it, I want it, I want it? And there are red flags everywhere. There are signs and synchronicities and messages that are trying to come to you, that are in plain sight, that are, you know, you are ignoring. And if you're not ignoring them, you're closing yourself off to them. So it's almost like you've got the horse with the blinkers on that can't see left or right and only can see ahead. There is this stubborn energy surrounding this situation at the moment. And I'm going to refer to this energy as yours. However, it is a general reading. So if you believe it applies to the person that you're connecting with, that is causing this confusion, that's making this situation complicated, then do switch it, right? But what I'm getting here for you, Taurus, is that there is this stubbornness about wanting to get what you want, and it's ego-based. It's about, digging your heels in because you truly believe in this. It's not coming from a space of, it's not coming from a negative mindset, or it's not coming from a negative heart space. It's coming from, you can see how beautiful this could be. You can see how much potential it has. You can see where even the challenges lie that are making this complicated. And there is this element of you wanting to communicate this to the person that you're connecting with, so that together you can work on coming to some kind of a solution that will get you into the next level, that will help you emotionally connect rather than disconnect. In doing so, though, what's happening is you're focusing your energy, I feel, on expanding the other person's, and it's taking it away from you and you're putting it all into them. I want you to imagine your own energy field, that spirit that lives within us. You're taking all of that and you're investing it into thoughts, actions, manifestations, even intentions in making this person see things a particular way. And the more you do that, the further away you're moving from the core essence of what matters most to you and the connection you have with your higher self, with your intuition, with what is important for you to stay grounded, to stay protected, to uphold your morals, to uphold your value, to uphold the essence of who you are, that makes you beautiful and makes you authentic and makes you one of a kind and unique. And this disconnection that you're experiencing is what's causing this feeling of being lost and unable to make a decision, because you've surrendered your decision making to better understanding where they stand, so that you can help them make a decision, so that in turn it will help you make a decision. And that's just not how it works when we're looking to move forward in our life, or when we're looking to set our own standards and our boundaries. Again, if that's something you have difficulty doing, expressing your standards or upholding your standards and doing it in a way that's both attractive and doesn't scare someone away, yet increases your value in their eyes, feel free to reach out. I'd love to work with you on that. So that's the overall energy that I'm getting here about why this is complicated, and just some things to pay attention to, Taurus. Maybe take a step back and think about, really sit down and visualize, do some quantum work, like visualize you taking back all those question marks, all those things that you're reaching out to figure out beyond yourself, dropping all that energy back into your body and exploring how this situation is making you feel and what you can do that will help you feel protected, that will help you feel stable and safe within your own space, from a place of love. And you can communicate that in a loving way. You might even say things like, this situation is making me feel a little bit anxious. It's making me feel uncomfortable. It's making me uncertain. I need to, I like to be certain. I like, to a degree, certain. I like to feel safe. I like there to be consistency. This is what consistency looks like to me. This is what, this is what calmness and not feeling anxious looks like to me in a relationship, or when I'm trying to build something and form an emotional connection. So you're basically just stating what your standards are, what feels right to you, but then you're not expecting, or even if you are expecting them, you're not demanding anything, and you're not coming from a space of, if you don't treat me this way, this is what's going to happen, right? Very different. You allow the other person the space to willingly move towards you if that's something they would like to do. However, there is also, what else needs to be taken into consideration is that there may be fear involved in allowing them to take those steps, because they may choose to not take them, right? And that's something, I guess, that we have to face. All right, let's break this down. Yeah, so it seems like this person has stopped reciprocating. I feel this person has taken, really withdrawn emotionally. You may feel that they are absent even when they are present. They have stopped reciprocating. They've stopped investing. They're starting to redirect their energy and their focus and their vision in other areas. And you can, even if this hasn't taken place on a physical level, in the sense that they're still with you the same amount of time, you still talk often, you may feel that energetically that they're starting to pull away. And so you're starting to think, what could be, how can I bring this back together? How can I make this person come back to me? How can I attract them back and make them focus their energy on me and make me the priority? You feel that you're the only one that can see, that can see how much happiness this relationship, situationship, whatever it might be, could bring to your life. And you can visualize, I guess, or you're starting to, you've already, I should say, visualized what a future looks like with the two of you. Maybe this is a discussion you guys have already had, and for some reason this person's really started to pull away. And you're trying to figure out why. What happened? Is this someone else? It's starting to really, really put you in your head. It's starting to really put you in an insecure space. And it may even start to make you be a little bit more suspicious. Envy or jealousy, feelings of jealousy may have arisen. You may be confronting this person, and you may be leaning in way too much, which is causing them to only move further away from you. It's the repelling energy, so if they're withdrawing and you're moving towards them, they're just going to move further away towards you. So we want to change that up. We want to polarize you in a different way so that you start to reattract them. I feel that there may have been a discussion also for some of you where they express that they're uncertain, they don't feel, they're not feeling that happy in this relationship or situation anymore. There is something that isn't of fulfillment here, and it's really hurt you. You feel that you were in this relationship alone, Taurus. A very hurtful type of energy where you are the only one that can feel and celebrate the beauty of what it is that the two of you had. And it's heartbreaking, right? I feel that those of you that I'm connecting with also want to continue investing in this, and you want this person back. This is your person. This is someone that's really important to you that you want to continue investing energy in, but you can't do this alone. There needs to be, they need to match your effort. They need to match your energy. They need to match, your willingness to continue to progress. And this is something that is so disappointing that you're not able to see right now. So let's pull out a card and have a look and see what's the guidance that we have here from Spirit for you, Taurus. If this is resonating and you guys want to reach out to dig a little bit deeper or get some practices on how you can turn this around, polarize your energy so that they can start moving towards you, feel free to reach out. My contact details are in the description box below. Okay, So what is the advice that Spirit has for Taurus? What's the advice that Spirit has for Taurus? Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, and I'm going to read the definition from the book straight away. It's a time for change where anything is possible, right? We've got the infinity symbol here. And the sky is the limit for you, Taurus. And remember, at the very beginning of this reading, I was saying there is this, it feels like the blinkers are on when I was channeling your energy, and I was meditating on the cards and the overall collective energy for the earth signs. It's almost like you've got your eye on one specific outcome, and it is prohibiting you or hindering your personal and spiritual growth. And there is so much out there if only we open up our perspective beyond this situation. There may even be a scarcity mindset that there will never be someone like this out there, and this unwillingness to explore, to even explore if it is. I'm getting the feeling that you're done exploring, you're done looking, and you just want this to be it. So your daydreams are the creation of your deepest desires and wishes. While they do hold guidance as to what you are wanting and needing on your path, they also carry a creative force for manifestation. The universe is asking you to allow yourself to dream, to allow the idea that the impossible can be possible. Your greatest wishes in life are a big key to your path, and the entire universe is working with you right now to bring those dreams into fruition. The possibilities of what can be manifested are infinite. This is gorgeous. And you know, Taurus, I feel that if you surrender this to just surrender this, trying to control the outcome in general, and you really drop that energy back into your body and reconnect with your intuition, you have disconnected from the universe and your intuition. And this is all about reconnecting. There are, you know, it's almost like you've put a lid on it. Take that lid off and allow spirit to flow through. Refocus your energy on trying to reconnect with what you're feeling. And if it doesn't feel right, you know how you can shift your energy to what does feel right and follow that. And that's irrespective of this relationship. It has more to do with you taking a complicated situation and, you know, making it clear, getting the clarity for yourself, within yourself, regardless of what the other person does. All right, Taurus, I hope you found that helpful. Guys, please do comment below. Your comments inspire me, and I love reading them. They help me connect with you guys. I'm nosy, and I love to know what is my community up to and how can I be of service to you guys further. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Taurus. What is making this complicated for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know right now about this situation, and how can we help Virgo? How can I be of service to Virgo? What is making this complicated? I feel like there's a lot of inner there's this inner battle. It's a war at the moment for you, Virgo. I feel that it's causing quite a bit of anxiety for you. There's an unsettled type of a feeling as well. When it comes to this situation, let's have a look and see. What is making this complicated home? You did it. You have remembered who you truly are. How beautiful is that? So you found your way back to yourself. And it might be so counterintuitive for you. This feels like something that you may not have attempted in the past. This is taking that leap of faith, trusting that what you're in right now, or what you were in, wasn't for you. It didn't feel right. Things were off. You know, this is following your gut instinct and that your higher self, really connecting with your higher self and your intuition, and having just the faith that, you know what, if this doesn't feel right, I need to take steps towards things that do, and just hope that wherever it's going to lead me, it's going to lead me to a place of happiness. Sacrifice, I'm hearing sacrifice, was the key thing that you attempted here. And sacrifice there's so much beauty in sacrifice, Virgo. It's not easy. It is a challenge because we give up in a moment what gratifies us in that moment for a greater cause, for something that will give us a better return. And I feel this is something that you've exercised recently, and the universe is going to reward you. You did it. You've remembered who you truly are. I feel that it was almost like the catalyst by making this one decision in an attempt to make a complicated situation less complicated. It was like the domino effect. All these things started to come to the surface, realizations. You started to see things through a different lens. You started to, those rose-colored glasses came off. Things started to take a different perspective for you, where previously there were maybe actions or discussions that were had that you saw in a different light. You now see from a different perspective as well. So isn't it true what they say? Someone may be saying something, yet it's perceived differently from different people depending on their own take on a situation, their own perspective, the vibration and the frequency they're at. And this is what's happening. I feel that you are seeing things from a different frequency. You've entered a different vibration. So let's dig into this and have a look and see what happens here. So if this reading resonates, guys, and you would really like to get some guidance on how you can work through this and continue to, continue on that journey of this new discovery, this new depth to self, because I feel that the Virgos I'm connecting with, you've really leveled up. You've really tapped into a different aspect of yourself, and you may be at that point where you need to close off certain cycles in a healthy way, so that you can invite the future without taking your past with you, all those experiences that no longer serve you. So if that's something you'd like to work through with me, I'd love to do that. But let's talk about this complicated situation a little bit more and see. That's way too many. So there was a decision made here, Virgo, and the decision was yours, and it was based on a gut feeling. Wow. It's almost like I can hear conversations between people saying, but how did you know? What made you make such a, drastic decision? And your response may have been, I just did. I just had a feeling. And then with that decision, it's almost like the cat was out of the bag. All this stuff started coming to the surface. And I feel that you really did turn your back on this. Yeah, I really do. This person, you're protecting your happiness. You're protecting your home. You're protecting and nurturing what is going to give you a return. That's what it feels like here. I feel that you've really fought hard to create a happy, safe, and loving environment with this person. And there were things here that were unknown, but you always had a feeling that things were hidden from you. It's only when it got to the point where there was that much resistance for you, Virgo, in the sense that it was a battle to have those happy moments. You were constantly having to fight for attention, fight for affection, put yourself, and when I say fight, I'm not saying verbally. You may have had to come up with ways to make it happen. Really put in a lot of that energy in creating the environment that would allow this person to give you and reciprocate in a way that made you feel loved, appreciated, that made you feel that they wanted to be there with you. And eventually it just got to the point where you're like, this can't be right. This is not how I get it. Relationships can be difficult. There can be challenges, but I should not have to fight for someone's attention, affection, time, energy when they want to be with me. It's almost like you finally surrendered the fight to be seen and acknowledged for your value, and instead you tuned into your intuition, you tuned into your higher self, and you let you let that quiet voice get louder and louder, so it can direct you in a way that is going to put you in a frequency where you can attract that kind of love, attention, reciprocation, happiness, with as least resistance as possible, the way it's supposed to be. I'm getting here, Virgo, that you were invested in this. You created a very beautiful place with this person. And now, even though you're still feeling very connected to them, and it may have been a very difficult decision for you to make, to walk away from something that you've invested so much energy in, it was also very empowering. When we invest that much energy in something, when we go well and truly out of our way to make things happen, and we're relaxing our boundaries, we're relaxing our standards, we're becoming very accommodating, and we're starting to put our needs to the side, then the odds of giving up on that seem very, very daunting, because of how much of ourselves we have invested in that situation. And so you feel that you've got more to lose because you've given more to it. This is a type of energy that I'm feeling. You're in that energy of, I'd rather walk away with nothing and a clean slate, whether it be emotionally or financially, let's say, and with integrity, holding my head up high, then continue to live being in a situation where I'm being given breadcrumbs and it's getting harder and harder to be acknowledged. So that's a type of energy that I'm getting here. So I guess the thing is that, what's making this very complicated is you're starting to question whether or not you've made the best decision, whether this was your person and whether you should have kept fighting. You're starting to second guess yourself, even though it's one of those, I hate this, it's happened to me, I get it, I feel you guys. It doesn't feel right to stay, but it don't feel good to go. Either way, I feel like crap. I want this, I want to keep investing in this, and I don't want to walk away. But when I stay, it's telling me that it's not right to stay either. And that's what's happening here. So I feel that there is an element of yourself that needs to be rebalanced, that needs to be an element of your polarities that need to be rebalanced as a result of overgiving, so that you can start creating a stronger magnetism and polarity for them to move towards you in a way that you desire. And if that's something that you would like to do because this relationship is important to you, and work on how to do that, feel free to reach out. I'd love to guide you through how you can rebalance your energies and your spiritual centers and polarize yourself in a way that allows that energy to shift and for them to start investing and stop being so lazy, let's say. But it's one of those situations where it's really put you in your head, and that's what's making this confusing and is making this complicated, right? All you know is that there is no place right now that you feel at ease with, that you feel is the best outcome for you. All you know is that you've sacrificed and that you are now going in a direction that your spirit is telling you is a direction for you. Even if in this moment it doesn't feel quite right, you just know that it's the best outcome. So that's what I'm getting. So finally, to close this off for you, Virgo, sorry. I hope I haven't been calling you Taurus. It's definitely a Virgo reading. So let's have a look and see what guidance does Spirit have for you on this. What's the message that Spirit has for you on this one? Oh, this is beautiful. Very earthy tones. Very beautiful tones. Very soft. When I look at this card, I feel there is a flow of energy. I feel there is a natural progression. You know how we talk about cycles and seasons, right? When we talk about the seasons, spring, summer, winter, autumn, all that stuff, every season has its time. And I feel that you've done everything you can. That season is now gone. There is an element that you need to rebalance and recalibrate so that you can level up, which is something you're already doing. Okay, and you're starting to see, that's why you're feeling so uncomfortable, because you're starting to see things in a different light from this new vantage point. But with this card comes a lot of ease, things becoming easier as you work through this transition. But let's read the definition from the book for you. Elemental. This elemental energy is calling you to connect to the mighty and loving life force of the planet. Try gardening, get a house plant, go for a hike, or sit on the grass in a park. Open yourself to the energy of the earth in every activity you do. Feel the pulse of life in the plants, embrace the magic of creation, and play within the beauty and bounty that Mother Earth provides. Give your gratitude and prayer to all that you eat. Creating an intimate connection with Gaia heals the earth and opens you to new levels of energy connection and communication in a very powerful way. So, you know, Virgo, I love this. As I was saying, I'm getting this is beautiful, very grounded, very stable energy. These are very earthy colors. That's what I was feeling. And there is this, flow. I'm feeling a flow. And with the message from this card, I really do feel that, you know, if you do choose to connect with Mother Earth in this way, a lot of the answers that are causing you discomfort because you're not comfortable no matter what situation you're in, you might find peace and you might find the answers within, let's say, nature itself, through looking at, you know, what life has to offer, and how the seasons play a really important part in our life, how we can apply seasons, and, you know, the difference between when you plant the seed to when you harvest to when it grows, all that kind of stuff. So maybe looking into something like seasons and spirituality and how it connects would be of benefit to you. You might find some answers there that are going to point you in the direction of less resistance and just a bit of inner harmony, inner peace at this time where you're feeling things are really complicated when it comes to this person. There's a lot of power and patience that is required right now, Virgo. That's what I'm getting. But from this, you're moving into a much more stable cycle. All right. Well, I hope you guys found that helpful. Please do comment below. I love reading your comments. It helps me connect with you guys. Also, I do read all of them. I'm nosy. I like to know what my community is up to and how I can continue being of service to you guys. So have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Virgo. All right, Capricorn, let's have a look and see what is making this situation complicated for Capricorn. What is this about? Who am I connecting with? How can I be of service? What is making this situation complicated for Capricorn? What is making this situation complicated for Capricorn? Immediately I'm getting a knot in my stomach, guys. Oof. Cards are popping. Very, very unsettled energy for my Capricorns, the ones that I'm connecting with. Worry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm feeling it. There is no need to worry about this. The universe has got you. Capricorn, why do I feel that trust is a major aspect of this? And I'm not talking about trusting the person that you're connecting with. I'm more concerned, and the worry that I'm feeling this is stemming from is surrendering to the universe. If you are not, so if you are, let's say, surrendering to the universe, I feel it's out of sheer exhaustion, not because you trust that it will bring to you whatever it is that you need. There is an element of giving up when it comes to love, and when it comes to creating an emotional connection with someone that really holds space for you in a way that's truly fulfilling. And when I say fulfilling, I don't mean that you're not feeling fulfilled within your own juicy life. I'm talking about the type of energy exchange that fills you with joy, that fills you with excitement, that fills you with passion. It fills you with, hope for the future and what you can create, co-create and build together. I feel that so many disappointments have led Capricorn to not trusting that someone can provide this type of energy in their life, and that if they want to experience this energy, you feel that it's something you have to create on your own, whether it be through your work, your hobbies, your friendships, networking, travel, experiences, going into different and new experiences that will broaden your heart, that will open up your heart, that will broaden your perspective, that will feed your mind in really creative ways and offer the kind of expansion that you're looking for. I feel that there is this element of loyalty and dedication that Capricorns that I'm connecting with have that is very hard for others to match. And so you're really having to, I'm getting, when it comes to this connection, and I think it goes beyond this connection for you at the moment, Capricorn. I think this connection just highlights the fact that you're a very decisive person that focuses your energy in one area and is willing to give all in that area. And there is a wishy-washiness that comes with others that's really disheartening for you. And when it comes to this person, you're feeling very disheartened by this. And this worry that you're feeling in this connection is about whether or not they're going to actually reciprocate in a way that matches your energy, that matches your effort, that matches your love, that matches your motivation for life, and the love for creation and cultivation, all that beautiful stuff to build and create. And so it causes you to really draw back and pull back all of that beautiful, that beautiful Capricorn energy that is about grabbing the bull by the horns. And when I say the bull by the horns, I call this life, right? And not letting it beat you, and having someone beside you that has that equal vigor towards that creation. And I'm also getting the message, very communicative, is a very effective communicator and a very impactful communicator with a different vantage point, very different perspective on life, rather than the one we hear over and over again, the one that social convention has really drilled into us. So let's break this down and see a little bit deeper why this is worrying you and what is making it so complicated for you. So let's have a look and see, Capricorn. I just feel like you feel let down, you know, you feel disheartened. When it comes to this person, just there is this feeling of real disappointment. Yeah, it's almost like, is this person going to come up with the goods? You know, they come towards me with, I really, for the Capricorns I'm connecting with, this is not about a connection that is a surface type of a connection. This is a much deeper type of a connection. And, you know, Capricorns are great at creating a future, you know, in your physical realm, manifesting and bringing the materialistic gains and co-creating in that way is very important for a Capricorn. That kind of stability and continuity and progression in life, that consistency is the key in both behavior and in what you are manifesting and building. So the result for you is about what you see in front of you rather than what you want to do. What you have speaks volumes. But the Capricorns that I'm connecting with right now are like, I know that I can achieve that. But what I'm really looking for is this deep emotional connection. And this person that I'm connecting with has me so confused, and I'm feeling so conflicted, and I'm feeling so worried. I'm feeling so, it's complicated for me because I want this deep emotional connection, and they're showing signs of bringing this emotional connection towards me. But it's almost like it is just dripping through. There's just enough dripping through. Imagine you're starving and you're only given little bits at a time. That's what it kind of feels like. I'm not saying that you're starving for attention or that you're starving for affection, but what I'm saying is, you know, you go from really wanting to hit the ground running with this person, and you can see how it's going to build and how it's going to has that promise for coming together and leveling up and taking that next step, whether it be to exclusivity, whether it be leveling up in your relationship if you're in an existing relationship. And then they pull back their energy, and you start to feel that disappointment. You start to feel like you need to reset yourself. You need to protect yourself. You don't know whether they're as interested. And so it has you feeling that disappointment of where, you know, whatever happened to consistency, whatever happened to continuously providing what is needed to help something grow. Why are we putting a lid on this? Why are we only giving it enough so it grows to a particular point? Why can't we continue to just put in the effort that's needed and see where this goes? Be vulnerable and open. So I feel the person that you're connecting with may not feel comfortable being vulnerable, may have been hurt in the past, may have things that are causing them to really put a lid on their own happiness. And this is what you want to work through. You want to work past. You want to break through that barrier so that you can form that connection. And you're worried whether or not they're willing. There is that willingness on their behalf to do that. I feel, Capricorn, they are going to come towards you with some kind of an emotional. They're going to speak to you from their heart on how they're feeling, and it's going to really touch you. But again, there is this weariness about you as to whether or not you should believe their words. And you may even speak the words of, okay, that sounds amazing. And that makes hearing those words make me feel so positive about where this can take us. And I'm so willing to invest in this, and I want to see it grow. But I need to see how that translates in real life, and what steps you're going to take to bring this to fruition. So if this is something you're experiencing, Capricorn, or the ones of you that this is really resonating with, and when they do come, when they have this conversation, or even if it's a simple act that shows investment on their behalf, that shows an emotional act of service, that forms that deep connection, and you want to work on taking that possibility and expanding that and creating an environment that allows them to further pursue this, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you work through that. My contact details are in the description box below. So, I feel that they do have good intentions, but it's almost like you have to hold back your energy to allow them to feel safe enough to be vulnerable with you. And this is what is worrying you, that they're not matching your vigor, and they're not matching your ability to take risk, or your willingness to take risk. And that makes you question whether or not you want to keep investing with them if this is how it's going to be. One day they're hot and one day they're cold, right? So let's have a look and see what's the guidance Spirit has for you on this. What do they want you to know? How do we move forward on this with Capricorn? How do we move forward on this with Capricorn? What's the message we have? There is no need to worry about this. The universe has got you. Okay. Things are about to take off. That's what I'm feeling. Things are about to take off. Capricorn, hold your ground. Hold your standards. Keep that standard that you have, what you want to attract. Do not succumb to what they're comfortable with. They will rise to this challenge. That's what I'm feeling. They will move towards you, because what they're going to realize is there may have been a conversation, or there may be a moment where the energy swiftly changes and you redirect your attention, because basically you're losing interest because of their lack of consistency. They will feel that, and it will change the dynamics here. And things are going to take a very, very quick turn. So, patience. Now, let's have a look and see. Rewards. We have liftoff. Yes, I'm feeling that. Energetically and physically, things are about to take off in your world. Hold on to your hat. All your hard work is about to pay off. Whatever your venture is right now, there is a great movement coming. Things are about to skyrocket for you. Good things do come this time in your... Good things do come, and this is your time to enjoy them. You have done the work. Now is the time to reap the rewards. Congratulations. What a beautiful way to end your reading, Capricorn. This ties in beautifully. There is no need to worry about this. The universe has got you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking for that type of energy. It doesn't need to be a different person. Just keep your eye on that prize, on that target of what this looks like, and allow them to, show up for the challenge. That's what it feels like to me. And they are. I'm feeling they are. And this conversation, this communication, whether it be an act of service, a gift, whether it be an actual conversation that you have, is definitely going to change the dynamics. And it's all because you held your ground, Capricorn. So it's absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below. I love reading your comments. I read all of them. Helps me connect with your energy. And plus, I'm nosy. I want to know what my community is up to and how I can continue being of service to you guys. So have a fantastic week. Bye, Capricorn.